Okay. Testing, testing. One, two, three, four. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for those who are watching as we discuss a very interesting topic, that of fitness myths that we've heard in our fitness profession.
Mm.
As you know, there's a lot of myths. Some are true, some are false. We're just going to discuss a few that we've gone over since we've been doing fitness.
Yeah, some of the ones that we've heard.
Would you like to go first?
Sure, we'll
Okay.
go first.
Go ahead.
So, how are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. Notice anything different?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear us clearly or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let us know if you can hear us good. All right, one of the fitness myths that I heard, and this one really gets me. And I hear this a lot from ladies that I talk to. I don't want to build muscle. I just want to tone up. Have you heard that one before?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, that
I
was
just
before.
just want to
I
build.
just want to. I don't want to
I don't want
build.
to build no muscle. I just want to tone.
I don't want to be bulky. I just want to be toned. I just want arms like yours, but I don't want to. I don't want to build muscle. I don't want to be bulky. I just want to be toned. Well, here's a little secret. They're the same thing.
Oh, okay. So that if they're basically the same thing, why do people say tone instead of build muscle?
Because tone is a marketing word to attract females. When females hear build muscle, they automatically think of a connotation that they're going to be big and bulky. But when they hear tone up, that's just it makes them think that I'm not going to be bulky, but I'm going to have some shape to my arms or shape to my legs. I'm not going to be bulky. Building muscle and getting toned it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Secrets out.
They're the
Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, it's just marketing that attracts the females, that attracts women. But to tone, to build muscle, you gotta do the same thing. So really when you say tone up, you really mean putting on some lean muscle. Secrets out.
Secret is out.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That was a good one. One that I've heard is spot reduction.
Ooh,
spot reduction.
That's a good one.
Okay, so you obviously see people around with different, I guess you could say, pieces of clothing like wraps, either on their legs or around their waist, to somewhat spot reduce. We have many individuals come up to us. How can I lose this? I want to target this. Nothing else. I'm good everywhere else. I just want to target this. Okay, spot reduction. Okay, realistically, spot reduction cannot be done.
What?
Somewhat. I'm going to get back to that.
Okay,
Somewhat. I'm going to get back to that. So, feasibly, about majority of the population on the earth, like when it comes to spot reduction, you can't happen. Okay, you can't, spot reduce your stomach and then have that shrink down. And everything else stays the same. You can't do that. Yeah, sorry, you can't choose or determine where your body loses fat. You just can't do that, unfortunately. Now, and I say now this is a but, and this is a pretty big but. Okay, this is a pretty big but. Now, the only way that you can somewhat spot reduce is if your body percentage is low enough. Your body fat percentage has to be low enough. I mean, in the single digits type low enough. Okay. Then you probably could have better control of spot reduction on what you want to where you want to lose. And mainly depending on what you're doing, it's around the waist area. So typically you can lose or tighten around that area, but your body fat has to be low enough. I mean in the single digits. But if you're in a double or even triple digits, spot reduction, you can't choose where your body loses fat.
No.
Normally, when people say I want to lose weight here is the last place to go, unfortunately, and that's where people get disgruntled, discouraged, like, oh, Well, I mean, it's there because uh, the body's always trying to hold on to fat, so it's gonna, I guess you can say, the fat's gonna run inward. So your face, legs, arms, chest, it's gonna shrink inward, and then this is the last thing to go. Last thing to go. Okay, next one.
All right. This one. There are specific exercises for men, and there are specific exercises for women. You ever heard that myth before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Women shouldn't do that. Men shouldn't do that. Mm-hmm.
No. Secrets out. That's not true. The same exercises that a man can do or does do, a female can do too.
Now, you're gonna say, man, do you?
No.
Okay.
Now, a female may not be able to lift as heavy as a man can, but they can still do the same exercises. I mean, I have arms, he has arms, he has legs, I have legs. I have shoulders, he has shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So the same exercises that men do to build muscle, women do the same exercises to build muscle. Now, I may not, well, not may not, I can't lift as heavy as he can, but I can lift as heavy as I can, but still do the same exercises. So it's not true that men should stick to doing certain exercises and women should stick to doing certain exercises. Now, women tend to target or focus more so on lower body, more so than men do. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But saying that men should only do certain exercises or women should lift like women and do certain exercises, that's not true. Yeah. Both men and women can do the same exercise.
Yeah, they can. They can. Now, like to kind of expound on that, as far as what exercises, or I guess you could say, it has different effects on men versus women, like as far as rep range, things like that.
True, and as far as rep range, yes, or as far as volume, even though men and women can do the same exercises, men and women have different. Sorry about the phone ringing in the background, guys. If you guys can hear that. Men and women have different muscle fibers, and so women can handle a lot more volume than men can. It kind of compensates for women not being able to lift as much as a man. So even though they can train the same exercises, um, men and women, they have different muscle fibers. So women can handle a lot more volume than men can, and not get as sore as a man does. They do a lot of volume work.
Very good. So, yeah, men and women, they can train do the same exercises, just different muscle fibers. Okay, this is a good one that I've heard. Oh my goodness. Okay, when you sweat, that's just fat crying. Okay. Now, typically around this saying, they think, typically when you sweat, you're sweating out fat. Okay. No, you don't sweat out fat. So, you can do that. That goes back to doing all, a whole bunch of cardio to lose weight. That's another topic. But when you sweat, you do not sweat out fat. Okay, I'll repeat that. When you sweat, you do not sweat out fat. Now, let's say if you had something you had no business the day before, like alcohol or some kind of spicy foods, curry, garlic. The next morning when you sweat, that's gonna excrete through your pores. But as far as actual fat, no, your body doesn't cry fat. It doesn't ooze fat. Fat isn't dripping off. Can you imagine how nasty that really would be? Like, let's say if someone was sweating fat, that would be
so greasy.
Yes, a greasy mess on the floor. That would be nasty and like stinky. I mean, stinkier than normal. I'll put it like that. The way the body gets rid of fat is it uses it as energy. So what happens, just like if you're in a car and it uses gas for energy, what happens to the waste? Goes at the tailpipe, okay? And we exhale it as well. So the body uses fat as energy, to excrement as well as when you exhale, things like that. So you do not cry fat, or not cry fat, but you do not sweat out fat. Okay, your body uses it for fuel. Okay, that's another myth.
So to go along with that, a lot of times people think unless I'm sweating and doing a lot of high intensity cardio, hit training, running, sprint, then unless I'm sweating, then I'm not really burning any calories. I have to sweat in order for it to be a good indicator that I worked out hard.
So basically, they're saying you can't sit still and burn calories.
Okay, hey, people that are looking to want to feel they're drenched in sweat and heart rate's through the roof, and that's the only way I can get a good workout. Do 1,000 burpees and run 5 miles.
No. Your body can burn. Your body can. It depends on your metabolism. If you have a heightened metabolism, like right now, I'm burning food right now. I'm burning fuel right now because I have a heightened metabolism. She does too. So right now we're burning calories. You don't necessarily have to kill yourself, although you want to be challenged. You want to push yourself, but you don't need to go like 0 to 100 real quick, 7 days a week to try to see results. That's a little overkill. You're going to actually end up hurting yourself and injured if you do that. So sweating all the time, which is good. Sweat does help purify the body, but sweating all the time does not necessarily mean that that's the only indicator of burning fat or burning calories, I should say.
Let's see. We have time for another one?
Yeah, we got time for one more.
One more? Ooh, let me pick a good one. Exercise cannot erase poor eating habits. Exercise cannot erase poor eating habits. So
that's contradictory to Planet Fartness.
Exercise cannot erase poor eating habits. You cannot out-train a bad diet. You may think, well, I'll just eat this burger and fries and milkshake and I'll work out tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. The amount of calories that is contained in that Big Mac and fries and milkshake, there's no way that you can work that off the next day. You can't burn that many calories in a workout. You don't burn that many calories exercising. You just don't. You can exercise all day. You're not going to burn that many calories to burn that off. So the key is to be mindful of your calorie intake. Your calorie intake is really going to play a huge part in you reaching your fat loss or your weight loss goals. So having the idea that, well, I'll just eat this and I'll work it off tomorrow, or another one, I'll eat this on the weekend, or I'll drink this on the weekend. I'll work it off Monday. I go to the gym Monday. Sorry, secret's out. You don't burn that many calories during a workout. Not even if you go as hard as Jamie does. You're not going to burn off the amount of calories. How many calories would you say is in Big Mac, large fry, and a milkshake? That's probably what?
Well,
3,000?
Well, typically in, let's say, the regular combo, let's say a Sonic's combo, Sonic's burger with fries and a drink.
What, 12?
Yeah, no, you're looking at about
1,800.
About 18 to 2,100 calories, depending on what size of the fries you get. So about 18 to 2,000 calories.
And you get a milkshake.
Yeah, if you get a milkshake or any kind of appetizer, that's going to bump it up another 1,000. So
3,000.
Yeah, 3,000. 3,000. 25 to 3,000 calories. So I mean, do you know how much working out you'd have to do to burn off 3,000 calories? I mean, that have you'd be dead. I mean, basically that's what you'd have to. But that's where better choices come in.
Right.
better choices.
Better
come
food
in.
choices come in.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not eating on a regular basis high fat, high carb, high calorie foods. Eating more of a balanced diet when it comes to your protein, fats, and carbs, healthy fats, complex carbs. I always go by the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, my nutrition comes from whole, clean foods, foods that will support my training.
Mhm.
And then the 20%, you can sprinkle in here, sprinkle in a little there.
Mhm.
But it's all about being flexible. But you cannot out train a bad diet.
You cannot outtrain a bad diet. So, goes back to what she said. If you splurge and eat something you ain't got no business, think you can work it off. If you go to the gym, you're gonna feel sluggish. I mean, you're gonna feel like that 3,000 calories are just on your back. I mean, it's gonna make you feel. Oh my goodness, it's gonna it's gonna make you feel like bad. And depending on what you had and what you do the next day, I mean, it may come up, and you definitely don't want that. So, just be mindful of, just be mindful of what you put in your body. Not saying that you can't splurge, because we like to eat. Everybody likes to eat good stuff, but especially if you do it on a regular basis and don't have any self control. You need to create that positive eating habit, so that you can get, I guess you can say, that taste out of your mouth.
Yeah.
That way, when you do splurge, it'll be a lot more rewarding. Sometimes, sometimes. When I mean that, like I've, like when we go on date night, sometimes, we get ready for our date night and get ready to go to this restaurant. Go there, it's like, man, this wasn't worth it.
No, it wasn't worth it.
Man, I could have spent my 3,000 calories on something else.
I know, that's so disappointing.
Like, man,
disappointing.
So, trial and error, you learn. So, a couple of restaurants, we won't be going back because it was a waste of calories. But you just have to make better decisions. That's all. That's all it boils down to. That's all it boils down to. Well, we are out of time here. Thank you all so much for being with us, discussing the many myths that we have came across in our fitness profession. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Also hit that like button and also share this video as well. And check out our other videos, our other playlists, Gym Fail Fridays and our Motivational Mondays. Also our other live stream. We have Unrealistic Expectations. That's a good one as well. Yeah, that's a good one. If you have not seen that one, look at that one as well. Just check out the other videos to help support our channel. Also, if you do get a chance, go by my personal channel, Jamie McBride, the Mac channel.
Yes.
I haven't posted in there a while because I've been kind of busy doing other stuff. I'm going to get back on that, but check it out. I do have some reviews on some products
and some recipes
as well with the air fryer, so make sure you do that as well. Okay. Until then, y'all, thank y'all so much, and come get some. Yeah.